There's a well-known phenomenon within AI circles known as AGI. It stands for Artificial General Intelligence. It's widely accepted as the inevitable milestone in which AI capabilities become equal to or exceed that of the human brain. Once this happens, most AI experts universally agree that there will be very few human jobs it can't replace. This is going to happen eventually. It's only a question of when and not if. And according to new reports, a new OpenAI model known as O3 has just taken a test and shown while not at AGI yet, it has gotten terrifyingly close, a lot sooner than anyone expected. But before we jump into the future, let's rewind back to the present day and talk about what this means for you. Imagine this scenario. You're a young Zoomer who just finished high school, and you're being hardcore pressured by your asshole boomer parents to go to college or find a job and work hard to build experience. You spend the next 4 years of your life doing exactly that. You find a soulless, unfulfilling 9 to 5 that pays you a dogshit low wage and treats you like crap, all while being told that you can't afford rent, not because rent is insanely expensive now, but because you're just lazy. You work your ass off because this is the dumb, outdated advice society, and your stupid boomer parents keep forcing onto you. You're promised that if you just keep working hard, eventually it'll pay off. Well, it turns out they're right. Your hard work will indeed pay off. They just never said it would pay off for you. And by the time you graduate college or build enough work experience, an AI has taken your job. Now, as we previously mentioned, AGI, Artificial General Intelligence, is regarded by some in AI as the Holy Grail, the achievement of a level of machine intelligence that could equal or exceed human intelligence. It turns out this is such a significant milestone that they even have a specific test for it known as Abstraction and Reasoning Corpus for Artificial General Intelligence, or ARC-AGI. It is a collection of challenges for intelligence systems, a new benchmark. The ARC-AGI is billed as the only benchmark specifically designed to measure adaptability to novelty. That means that it is meant to test the acquisition of new skills, not just the use of memorized knowledge. What this all means in plain English is that right now, when you use ChatGPT, its capabilities are all within its code, and in order for it to improve or add new features, human programmers still have to step in and update the code. Acquiring new skills is still something unique to humans. But AI will eventually learn how to do this. It's only a matter of time. And when it does, there's going to be very few jobs that it won't replace. Now, the new AI model currently being developed by OpenAI is known as O3. Not much is known about it publicly just yet, but OpenAI is already calling it an incredibly smart AI model and something significantly more advanced than what we have right now. Remember the ARC-AGI test we referenced earlier? It turns out O3 scored a stunning and terrifying 76% on this test. For comparison, a group of human mechanical Turk workers took the same test and on average only scored 75%. Francois Cholet, the creator of the test himself, said that the achievement marks a genuine breakthrough and a qualitative shift in AI capabilities. Cholet predicts that O3's ability to adapt to tasks it has never encountered before means that you should plan for these capabilities to become competitive with human work within a fairly short timeline. These comments coming from him was actually quite shocking because this guy was known to be an AI skeptic in the past. In 2019, he did an interview with ZDNet, where he said AI companies misleadingly suggest that human-level AI is perhaps a few years away, while he considered such hyperbole an illusion. So if this guy is saying it's the real deal, it's probably the real deal. So, where does this all lead you? I've been saying for quite some time on this channel now that the narrative Gen Z doesn't want to work anymore is true, but it's not a bad thing the way the media is trying to present it as. It's actually a very good thing that gives me hope in the next generation. Between the horrible job market, the dogshit low wages employers want to pay, the insane cost of living right now, and the soulless, unfulfilling nature of working all day just to make someone else rich, Gen Z should refuse to work under these total bullshit conditions. But we now have yet another variable added to the mix, and perhaps the most terrifying one yet, which is even if you work hard, even if you rack up a bunch of student loan debt going to college, chances are an AI will replace you anyways by the time you've built up enough education or experience to have what would have been a decent career. This is already starting to happen. You see, when we talk about AI replacing essentially all jobs out there, people live under a bit of an illusion that it's going to all happen at once. Like, there's a magical day where one day everything is going normal and we're all just doing our normal jobs. Then, boom, the next day, AI suddenly steps in and replaces everything. It doesn't quite work like that. It's a gradual process that happens in gradual steps. And if you go on YouTube, you're already seeing countless stories and videos of people being replaced by AI as we speak. So where does this all leave you, dear viewer? Presumably a young person trying to figure out what to do in this fucked up world we live in. I'm your millennial defense lawyer, and I'm going to tell it to you straight. I'm not going to be like your delusional asshole boomer parents and sugarcoat anything, because as we've all painfully learned, telling someone what they want to hear, such as go to college and work hard, you'll get a good job, is actually the worst thing you can tell someone when reality doesn't match your stupid, outdated advice. First of all, you're absolutely right for not wanting to work. And if you can avoid working, definitely do so by any means necessary. Ideally, pursue your dreams and hobbies and find your purpose and fulfillment in life. Whether that's YouTube, starting your own business, starting a homestead or whatever. I know you've been told that the odds are stacked against you when you go the non-traditional route, but guess what? Have you seen the job market lately? Have you seen how hard it is to get a job, even if you want one? Even if you go the traditional route, the odds are going to be stacked against you. So if the odds are going to be stacked against you either way, might as well pursue something you actually enjoy and are interested in. Of course, not everyone will make it on YouTube or in entrepreneurship, and if that happens, there's no shame in just living with your parents and collecting welfare either. The world and the economy suck way too hard right now to listen to some delusional old fuck screaming something about pulling yourself up by the bootstraps. In short, just do everything in your power to avoid working a traditional 9-to-5 job if you can. It was never worth it in this world and in this economy to begin with, even before AI. But now that these terrifying new AI models are right on the horizon, a preliminary mini version of O3 is set to come out by the end of this month. Can anyone at this point come up with a logical reason, not an emotional reason, not a politically correct reason, but a logical reason why working a 9-to-5 will do jack shit for a young person today? It won't. It won't pay you enough to save up anything. It's not going to teach you jack shit about self-respect or dignity. In fact, these asshole boomer bosses do nothing but strip you of your dignity by screaming at you and verbally abusing you on the job all day long. And to top it all off now, the ultimate cherry on top, the ultimate icing on the cake, any job experience that would have hypothetically helped you on your resume in the past will be completely and utterly useless once AI comes around. Which, by the way, as I just showed you, is going to be a lot sooner than anyone thought. Working a 9-to-5 was always pointless for Gen Z in this economy. And they've seen through all these bullshit lies, which is why they don't want to work. So do literally anything to avoid it if you can. Start your own YouTube channel. Start your own business. Move abroad or start a homestead. If all else fails, even move back in with your parents and collect welfare. People are going to get offended over the last part, but they're not going to be able to give you any logical reason why it's wrong in this economy under these circumstances. You have to apply to 1 million jobs just to get one stupid-ass job interview where they ask you all kinds of stupid questions while you pretend to give a shit about their company. And even if you somehow manage to get the job, they pay you such dogshit low wages that you'll never be able to save up anything anyways. And now, even if you work your ass off many years for a promotion or a better career, And AI will have taken that job by the time you've built up enough education or experience anyways, meaning all your years of hard work will have been for nothing. I'm just going to save you all that wasted time and energy and tell you to just not bother with all that shit to begin with. Now, the good news is that in 2025, there are many different ways you can make a living without working a traditional 9 to 5. From traveling abroad to homesteading to even playing games online. Here's a tier list video we made, covering all the ways in which you can support yourself without having to work. Check it out. I'll see you there.